and it takes me to that point where I can have my business and launch it and have a business plan, and basically it's like I said in a different interview, it's like a body that gets wrapped up with different clothes until you look in the mirror and you're ready to go.
Amazing. Just even if I'm not directly engaging with a particular piece of content, like it's constantly getting the updates throughout the day, just being able to see what other people are doing or every question that's put out there.
You know, about how to do these flowers. It's from the canopies to floral design and having the aisle the way it just picture perfect for the bride.
I'm still here in Sydney, meeting up with our Australian students, and as you can hear, I've had a long day because I'm now losing my voice. But our final student here in Sydney, who has come to have a chat with us about where she's at with her course and where she's at with her business, is Shelley Trung. Shelley, welcome. Thank you for coming to Sydney to see me from the Central Coast. Now, what I thought it would be nice for our audience to hear is which course you've taken. The changes you've made and why you've decided to change your course.
So I originally signed up with the Academy to do the wedding certificate because I had a passion and also come from a background from event planning. But while sort of midway through it, I realised my passion really lied within styling and design. So recently I've transferred over to the wedding design and styling course, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
So you've already started the course, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's good. So you feel like you've made the right move?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like I needed to find the right path. I finally realized what I was passionate about, and I needed to get the right guidance and support just to make sure, you know, once I'm out and ready to be on my own, then I'm equipped with the right skills and knowledge.
Well, that's good because, you know, it often happens that way. It's not till you actually start the course that sometimes something clicks and you think, this is perfect, this is what I wanted.
Absolutely.
Or in your case, it wasn't quite right, you hadn't made the right decision, so you swapped over to the diploma, which gave you those styling and design elements that you were really craving.
Yes, absolutely right.
That's good. Now, obviously you've got your own business, as we mentioned. So tell me a little bit more about that.
So I've established LW Styling and Hire for about a year and a half now. I initially started off in Sydney doing ceremony setup and styling, but I recently moved up to the Central Coast, and I'm in the next year or so, my goal is to expand more into the reception styling as well, giving that a little bit more personalization and options to our brides.
So it's exciting for you to be in a brand new area. Obviously, you're developing that side of the business at the moment. What plans have you got to really make yourself known in the industry?
Well, I think being in a whole new market is that I need to understand the market, sort of what the trend the brides
looking for.
Looking for. So I think there's a lot of work in there just to getting to know the suppliers in the area and the people and what sort of lifestyle they're looking for.
And you're up for the challenge?
Yes, I think it's definitely a lot of work, but nothing is easy, and I think eventually it's going to all pay out.
Let's hope so. Now, you're also working full-time, aren't you?
Yes, that's correct.
So do you have any study tips for people that are also working full-time and trying to study as well?
Yes. Get the diary going. Evernote is the right way to go.
I use Evernote. I love Evernote.
Yes, it's my everything. I look at it probably 10 times a day. It manages everything personally and professionally as well. It helps me get every time I have anything that, you know, motivations or inspirations that sort of pops in my head, it first thing to go there, make sure I'm on it. I'm a diary person. I always carry a diary around with me, and I always have to set dates for things to do, and I pretty much punch myself if I don't do it.
Well, that's good. So that would be your big study tip, is to really organise yourself and diarise things and make sure that you've got a notebook available to jot down all those pearls of wisdom and inspirational things that you come across.
Yes, that's
good.
Correct.
So how have you found studying with the Academy so far?
I think it's been wonderful. The journey, even from starting out and being able to be connected with all the students around the world, just to let me know that I'm not on this alone. And if I need help, there's always reaching out. And I think the atmosphere in the community that Academy has created really has fostered sharing.
Yes,
and
definitely.
support. And I think my time with Academy has really shown me that there is that level of support there, and it just makes my journey a lot more easier.
Well, I think that is something that people are concerned with online learning, is do you have that level of support that you sometimes have when faced with a face-to-face class? It is a little different online, and of course
Yes.
we overcome that with our Facebook group that we have that's private for students, and you take part in that, don't you?
Yes, I do. I always go on there just to make sure, just even though it's not relevant specific to the Melbourne campus or Australia, it's good to learn from what other students are doing in other campuses around the world as well.
And it's so supportive. I mean, I know I hop in there, and it's good for me to be able to see what our students around the world are doing. So
Yeah.
I can jump in there and I can see what students in Melbourne are doing. I can see what students in Sydney are doing, or even in London. And I think that's what's really exciting, is seeing all of the students supporting each other,
Yeah.
no matter where they are, and all sharing with each other. I mean, I've seen people that are stuck on assignments and they'll put something in the Facebook group, and 15 other students will say, it's okay, try this, try that, try the
Yeah.
other. And that's lovely to
I
see.
think so. I think it's just great to know that, and you're right about being in virtual campus. That makes it give a sense of realness that we're all in this together.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. So I guess my last question to you would be, what would you say to somebody looking at enrolling in a course with the Academy?
I think do it. Just follow your heart and your dream. It's never going to be an easy
No.
road. It does take a lot of determination, motivation, and time. But at the end of the day, what you achieve will really pay off, and you'll feel on the top of the world. And the level of support that Academy gives you is just phenomenal.
Well, thank you. That's always nice to hear. And thank you for coming to meet me today, because obviously you are based on the Central Coast now, so
Yeah.
not in Sydney. Good luck with your business.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to see how things progress for you in the new area.
Yeah.
And good luck.
Thank you so much, Kylie. It's always been a pleasure.
Brilliant. Well, you're welcome. So don't forget, if you want to see more of our students, we'll be doing some more interviews in Melbourne where we sit down and chat to another 4 or 5 students. You need to head to our YouTube page and go to the playlist Student Interviews.